sauteed butternut squash, and then we're gonna lay some avocado oil on top of it and add our seasonings. We just gonna add some. Is it on? Welcome back to another video. Today we gonna get into the video. That wasn't it. That wasn't that it. As you can see, I'm going with the onion powder. What is Sure, we in the frame first of all.
Okay, I'll make sure.
No, you sit down.
No.
Hey,
No.
Player, you record. Peace. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Man, I just want to say that our YouTube channel is growing so fast.
It is.
And we gain so much support and exposure just from posting 4 videos. Like, I feel like we've been waiting to create this YouTube channel for so long, and now that it's here, I feel like everything is happening the way it's supposed to be happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything I just feel the abundance, you know, and we really enjoy making these videos. Like, these videos, they don't feel like work. They don't feel like, damn, gotta get another YouTube video because I ain't posted 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like we've progressively been moving toward only doing things that don't feel like work.
Right.
You know, and sometimes you have to do certain things while you're moving toward that. But I feel like at this stage, we're like really in the creativity. We're really in the things that we like to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 3 YouTube channels now between the 2 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just created a course. I created my ebook this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're really doing things that we actually really love. You don't have to like push ourselves to do it. And if we do feel like we need to push ourselves, then that's just an indicator, like, take a break right now. There's no
rush.
We're not on a contract, you know what I'm saying? There's no rush. It's just whatever feels right will flow.
Right.
But this
video, episode, anything you want to call it.
Well, this video, we're going to be talking about what does
a vibe mean to us?
Yeah, I know that's like a really popular term.
It's overused.
It's very overused. But originally, obviously, vibe comes from the word vibration.
Right.
And since we're very attuned to
energy.
Yes, and just our spirituality and what that means to us. The word vibration is a word that we use often,
right, because
we want to make sure that wherever we're around, whether that's a person, a place, a food, that it's a high vibration, something that's going to either be at our level or lift us up.
Right.
So today we're going to just be talking, and we don't really have anything planned. We're just going to be talking about what is a vibe to us. What is something that feels like a vibrational match to where we are currently at in our lives.
Right.
You know, a lot of times when we talk about, we hear that phrase, like, oh, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's normally things that are the opposite of what a vibe is.
Tell them what it is.
It's like going to bars. It's very
women there. Niggas is trying to get some ass.
It's a very over-sexual circumstance. It's usually things that have to involve something that takes you outside of yourself, like alcohol or whatever is your drug of your choice.
It's just a horny situation.
And I want to fuck.
That's part of it.
That's what it is.
It's escapism. It's a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that I have no interest in anymore. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we always been on this path of self-awareness, and to a degree we have, you know what I'm saying? But not like we are now.
I would say that, you know, like, before, I feel like a lot of people use the term vibe now, but like, the vibe to me back then, it was associated with just meeting random people and hooking up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've reached a certain level in ourselves where that don't move us at all. You know, like, that's ass to us. Like, that's
even just certain places that people want to hang out at and say, oh, it's a vibe, like a bar. Like, first of all, alcohol is not something that we consume because we know what it is and we know what it does to us,
Right.
and that's not anything that we're interested in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that can be, if you're interested in us talking about why that is and what alcohol truly does to our spirit, then let us know in the comments. We'd be happy to talk about that.
Right.
But we don't drink, and we are very mindful of the energy that we're around. So I'm not gonna go to a place where I know there's only a few things that want to happen, that people want to take place. They want to escape their lives through alcohol.
Right.
They want to feel that boost, that ego boost,
Right.
talking to people that they're attracted to.
Right.
And there's not much substance. There's no care. It's very casual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what's synonymous with casual is carelessness.
Right.
So why would I put myself in a situation where it's like people don't give a shit about you?
No.
They engaging in unhealthy habits and behaviors.
Right. Their mindset is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But
They're unpredictable.
Right. That's what it really is.
You don't know what the fuck happened at a bar.
You don't really know.
Shit could pop off in 2 seconds. It's like, why the fuck am I here? What?
And I
For
feel
what?
like a lot of people that use the term vibes, they don't really know what a vibe is to them. They just think a certain scenery,
yeah.
a certain setting is considered a vibe because the internet considered it a vibe. So everybody just goes on the trend that it's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe. Like niggas will say it's a vibe and get there and it's ass. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be popping. He might still consider it a vibe. But I feel like we reached the stage for us where, you know, we really know what a vibe is to us. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like if you can relate to what we about to say, drop some 100 emojis in the comment section because we about to give you the spill on what the vibe is to us. You feel me? And I feel like what a vibe is to me, and I'm gonna speak for Jessie a little bit because we always talking about this, is like we want to go to a setting, number one, where the music is right.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's hard to find
Yeah.
sometimes.
Like I'm not trying to hear Lil Baby all day.
I was just about to
I'm
say
not
Lil
trying
Baby. I
to
was
hear
just
the
about to
baby.
say- No.
I'm not trying to hear Lil Yachty take the walk to Poland. I'm not trying to do all that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to hear. We can throw some rap in there. Like I'm listening to rap all the time. We can throw some rap in there, but it gotta be thorough and
It has to be a certain type of rap. Because you know why? We're talking about a vibe, right? Every music carries a vibration. Literally, sound is a vibration. So when you really start to explore what is in our current music, our mainstream music, and why it was put there on purpose, you would never listen to a lot of the shit that's mainstream music.
No.
Because it's literally changing your DNA. And that sounds very dramatic, but it literally is. Yeah, I'm not really going to go too much into that right now, but if you know, you know, and if you don't know, I invite you to explore that.
Right.
But we know what certain music does to us. We know what certain drum beats, what certain frequencies will do to your body.
Right.
Because now we're much more in tune, and I feel the difference.
Right.
So yeah, of course, I have a lot of respect for what hip hop and rap is. There is so much creativity. There is so much, like for me, on a personal level, I love to write poetry, so I can really admire the lyricism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The storytelling, the rhymes.
Right.
That's what gets me.
Yeah.
The beat.
Yeah.
But am I gonna listen to like all the people he named? No. Am I gonna listen to Nipsey?
I mean, I feel like it just it has to give me a feel. You feel what I'm saying? And
Well, everything will give you a feeling. It
Yeah.
has to give you a feeling that you want to feel. Now, do I love some Bay Area music sometimes that's a little more aggressive? Yeah, because it's the beat and it's the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the like newer mainstream music is just it's very weird, bro. It's very weird.
yeah, and I just feel like, you know, like a lot of the music that's being played now has an agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, there's those individual artists that have their own like unique, you know, just
Big artists.
story. No, I'm not saying big artists, but those artists that stand out, that got their own message. It's not like they follow the crowd, but most of the popular artists are following an agenda, so all the music sounds the same.
Because you have to think about they're all signed to these big labels. Who controls the big labels? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's way deeper than we think. It's just, oh, this person just made this song and it's fire. There's so many more layers to that conversation.
But I just feel like, I want the DJ or whoever's playing the music, I want the playlist to be versatile. You feel what I'm saying? We need this shit to...
What else you trying to hear besides some Mint?
I mean, I'm trying to hear like some R&B. Like, I honestly, I can't even name a bunch of different people.
Donnell Jones.
This is a lot of people, I feel like.
Oh, I thought you were just saying no first.
No, I wasn't gonna say no. I was just gonna say it's a lot of people, but I don't really want to go so much into the details of like the songs particularly, but I just want to talk about just the setting. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the people that I'm around. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to connect with somebody. I want to be able to like really have a good conversation with somebody. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be able to like feel like the people around me are stimulating. I don't want to feel like this person that's standing next to me right now, I would never put myself around if I was just walking down the street. If I was going over someone's house, I would never sit next to, I would never be around this person. But now since I'm at a party, I'm standing next to this nigga that I don't even fuck with, or you feel what I'm saying? I want the people that I'm going to hang around to have like-minded perspectives. That is a vibe to me, because now we're on a similar vibration. Now we have a certain level of awareness. You feel what I'm saying? When we just go on to parties, there's so many people that's on different agendas. We got niggas that don't got no respect for women at all, and they in this bitch harassing people. They doing a whole bunch of shit that's not thorough. And now I'm in this joint, and I'm seeing all this with my eyes, and it's like, bro, I don't want to be here. You feel what I'm saying? So I need everybody that I'm going to be on a like-minded, wavelength, so we can be able to vibrate on a similar frequency. You feel what I'm saying? Then, you feel me, like depending on the space, bro, you gotta have some food going on. You feel what I'm saying? I need the food. Food gotta be on the bean. You know we doing alkaline vegan food. We can't do alkaline, then we'll do vegan, plant-based food. You know what I'm saying? Sometime. Yeah. And, for us, we like to do a little smoky smoke. You feel what I'm saying?
About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker. You down?
We bring our little joint or whatever, and we just want to be able to just feel that groove. You feel me? We want this to be a space where it's like absolute freedom. You feel what I'm saying? We can really just express and just, just vibe. I feel like just groove, just, I feel like just, relax. You feel what I'm saying? Just let go. You feel me? Share, talk, communicate, see where you can build with other people. I feel like that's a vibe to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't like just, showing up to random places and hanging out with random people. That's not really a vibe to me. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of people invite us out all the times, and we go to these places and we just leave like, why did we even come here?
We used to.
You feel what I'm saying?
Now we don't.
Yeah, we don't really. I know that's not. We don't. Yeah, when we hang out, it's usually just us, unless we're going out with a family member or something like that, and that's rarely because we live pretty much alone. So we don't have a lot of family here. But
I agree with pretty much everything he said. It's like, okay, I want the music to be a certain way. I want either some good rap, I want some R&B, preferably some older R&B, I want some Afro beats. That's more my style. Obviously, if there's alkaline food there, that's a major plus, but that's kind of rare.
Yeah.
But if there's like some good food there, that's cool. But kind of going off what he said is, I need there to be some level of resonance.
Right.
If I can't resonate with you at all, like we on a completely different time, I have no desire to do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because everything is an energy exchange, right? Your electromagnetic field radiates 6 feet away or outside of your body. So if, let's say you're in a room, you're in a bar, you're in whatever setting, you're receiving a lot of energy from all these different people. And you have to think about, our majority of people in this society, do they know and are they doing the actions to maintain and take care of themselves? Whether that be meditating or eating good or shadow work or all the things. Majority of people are not doing that. So their body, physical body and energetic body is holding on to all of these blockages.
Right.
There's a lot of shit just sitting in there.
Right.
And I don't care to be around all this for no reason, because to be honest, I've always loved my alone time ever since I was a kid. And I just feel like I get so much from myself and then I get so much from him that it's like, unless the shit is really nice like that, why do I need to go somewhere that I'm not really going to enjoy it? Right. Because I know when I'm home or whatever we do together, just the two of us, I'm going to enjoy it. Right. Because we have a deep level of resonance. Right. We can resonate with each other. I don't have to over-explain. Right. I don't want to have to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, there needs to be some level of connection. Yeah. There has to be something there. Yeah. And that's like the bare minimum. Yeah. Because I want to make sure that you are a kind human being. I want to make sure that you are an aware person. I want to make sure you're not unpredictable.
I want to make sure you're in tune with yourself.
All of that. So it's like, I used to go to bars now, like here and there, and I would have a decent time, but it never was enough. And now that I'm at this stage in my life, I know that shit would never be enough. Right. Because people aren't talking about anything. No. They're talking about shit that we're not interested in. What are most people talking about? They're talking about their 9 to 5. Right. I don't resonate with.
What do you do?
I don't resonate with that. It's very typical. It's very shallow. I've said this before. We like the depths.
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, we've been to a few places as we've, been together and been on our spiritual journey and raising our own vibration, our own vibe. And one thing that I will say is, when you start to get really in tune to what a vibe is and raising your vibration, you'll start to meet people that are vibrating on a higher level, and they'll have way more to share. You feel what I'm saying? The interactions will be more meaningful. You feel what I'm saying? They'll be more enjoyable because these people are more in tune with themselves and they're able to express their authentic selves a little bit more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everything is perfect. You're still gonna meet people that you don't enjoy, but you'll meet people that have more to them. Mm-hmm. It's not just like, oh bro, I got this chain on, oh bro, I got this, bro, like
materialism.
Just a bunch of random shit. I feel like we in high school type shit. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not it. You feel me? I want people that can actually know how to express themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Not just on like surface level type of.
That know how to communicate, that know how to talk. I need some level of vulnerability, I need honesty. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people are just lying. They just out like, oh yeah, bro, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling this. It's like, I can feel you not feeling good. Oh, I can read your energy.
You're stiff as hell.
Like, who you lying? Why you lying? You know what I'm saying? Like, who you trying to fool? You're not fooling us. I feel it. Right now, I can feel it. Like, you can't take away a knowing. You know what I'm saying? So, majority of things that people consider fun are not fun to us because we're just not typical people. You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, we're not your typical 24-year-olds. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things we look forward to, the things that we hold reverence in are not what majority of people our age are interested in. And it's not just the space. Like, we've been to spaces where you would think the vibration would be higher, but because of who is holding the space, the person, it's not something I feel connected to. So, we've been through a lot of trial and error with, do we like this person? Do we enjoy this energy? Do we like this place? Right. And maybe we try it out a few times and then we realize, okay, it's not really for us. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the vibe is when I feel comfortable. Right. It's when I feel expressive. Right. It's when I can connect with you on some level. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then I'm cool just doing that shit by myself or the two of us.
What's the point of having random conversations with people? Like, really ask yourself that. Like, is this really a return on my energy. Like I'm having a random conversation with all these random dudes or all these random women. And like, it's cool to have conversations with people you know, but if we're not even having a conversation that I actually enjoyed, then what was the point of even talking to you in general?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the people that I want to bump into at the party, I want, like you said, I want to be able to relate to you. I want to be able to like, you know, we could just literally just talk about some shit that we working on or like anything.
What do we create this week? How do we feel this week? You know what I'm saying? To me, I need to focus on two things. What am I receiving? And how am I being reciprocated? Because I know if I feel comfortable and, you know, depending on the circumstance, I'm going to be able to give something.
Right.
Depending on the mood and everything, depends on what that something is.
Right.
But what am I receiving?
Right.
If I'm receiving, you know, a lot of the things we talk about, there's a lot of arguments against that thing. There's a lot of pushback against that thing, against eating a certain way, against expressing ourselves in a certain way, against spirituality, against partnership.
Right.
You know, a lot of these things. So it's like, unless I really feel like this person is open and willing to have an honest conversation, then I don't care to just like, a lot of people will be like, oh, wow, that's cool, you do this and that. And then I bring it up and then they feel triggered because of their own shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, you know, but like chicken isn't that bad. It's like, bro, I never asked you if you thought chicken was not that bad, bro. I already know what chicken is.
I already know what it does.
Like, the fuck, you don't need to explain your eating habits to me because you asked me how I eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is a lot of times we also have to remember that, you know, we have a lot of different energy centers in our body. And majority of people are operating in the lower energy centers. And those energy centers are rooted in survival, in sexual, either being overly sexual or being repressed sexually. And it's like none of those things are attractive to me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I want someone that can teach. What can you teach me?
Right.
Because I know for sure I can teach you something.
What can I learn from you, bro? Like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Oh, you just here? Oh, you just here with your cousin? Oh, you just you lived around the street? Like, it just be random.
It'd be so random.
It'd be
sometimes.
random shit. I'd be like, bro.
And like, not random in like terms of like the universe, because nothing is random. But it's like how they got here, their intention, it was random. There was no like, oh, this is what I want to do tonight. This is how I want to feel. It's like, oh I just saw this event and I just walked around and I just saw it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay.
And like I would say one major thing that I feel like we ran into hanging out with different people, like she said, was just like people's like comfortability level. You feel what I'm saying? That's like big. That is a turn off, bro. If I'm hanging out with you and you can't just be like, what do I say?
Yourself?
I would say be yourself, but you don't have this level of groundedness.
Right.
And it's like, I gotta baby you through the conversation and like.
Feels like babysitting.
I gotta navigate through the conversation with you and I gotta bring everything up. Like, nah, bro, I wanna be in a space where I feel like people was bringing me up. Like, yo, you feel what I'm saying? They adding to my plate. They raising the vibration. They asking me interesting questions. They showing me. It don't even gotta be questions.
Oh,
they could just be showing me interesting things. You feel what I'm saying? It could be a dance. It could be whatever. But it's like you are bringing offerings. You're not just like standing around waiting for something to happen. Just like
those are the type of people that be like,
this shit
ass, bro. It's like, well, what are you creating for yourself in this moment? You waiting for some shit to happen. You waiting for external things instead of creating whatever you desire in yourself.
Right.
But what he said is really, what he said is something that is definitely something that we talk a lot about, is that we like to ask questions because we want to get to know the people we're around. Right. And a lot of times we don't feel that reciprocity. But a lot of times people don't reciprocate questions back. And it's cool, like I want to get to know the people I'm around, but I don't want to just feel like I'm interrogating you because than when I ask you something and then you reply and then the conversation is just like deaded. Like, motherfucker, you gonna ask me something back? Like, what? And it's not, the thing is, it's not like people don't want to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people don't know actually how to communicate.
No.
It's like, especially around people our age, is like, that's why the people we tend to connect with the most are older than us.
More mature.
Every time. But, I mean, obviously they're more mature, but I'm talking about like age-wise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't live by our chronological age.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to feel like it's kind of like a ping pong. Like, I ask a question, you ask a question. We kind of, it just flows back and forth.
Right.
But most people are so stuck in the headspace of, like he said, where they're not grounded. There's a lot of anxiety, and
you feel it all.
I feel it, and it's like I can have a lot of compassion for people, but that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna sit there and hang around while you're in this stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sending you love, I'm sending you well wishes, but I need to make sure that I'm taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make sure that I'm fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that we've let go of and moved on from because they're not bad people,
No.
but they're just not giving us what we need. And if I consistently hang around people that don't fulfill me, then that is a deeper issue, because what am I telling my spirit that I deserve?
Right.
So we're okay with doing a lot of things, the two of us,
Right.
until we truly find our tribe.
Right.
I'm not going to just be around some people just to be around them.
No. We don't just hang out with people because we need to hang out with somebody.
Right.
Everybody that we want to associate ourselves with or associate ourselves with, we genuinely enjoy their company, and we appreciate what they offer to life. You feel what I'm saying? And we feel like there's some type of reciprocation in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I feel like there's no reciprocation, this is with the places that I'm going to, the foods that I'm eating, the people that I spend my time with, the things that I invest my energy into. I need to feel like there's somewhat reciprocation in this for us or for me, or I'm just not going to do it eventually. I'm just going to grow out of it because now I feel like I'm elevated, past that.
Another thing for me that is a vibe, I don't like using that word, but we just using it for the sake of this video. But something that excites me is just newness in the ways of like experiences. So like when we used to bowl once, like here and there, and then we found a pool lounge. And so it's like, oh, okay, that's new. It's something different.
Right.
And the thing is, it's just a relaxed setting. You know what I'm saying? I'm very sensitive to energies, and I don't want to be in an environment where everyone is sweating and pressed up against each other and the music is loud as shit. That's very, very draining for my energetic field. And honestly, for a lot of us, but a lot of us are just not into. So like the pool lounge we go to, it's not super crowded depending on when you go.
Right.
The music isn't super loud.
Right.
It's kind of a darker environment. You know what I'm saying? Those are the types of things that attract me.
Right.
You know, we actually had someone that took us to, what would you call like that place? It was kind of like,
It's like a lounge.
yeah, it was like a lounge.
Outdoor and indoor.
Yeah, and the indoor part was more like dancey and louder, but the outdoor part, it was like real cool, like the
Nice scenery.
It was nice. The
Brick
ambiance
walls,
was nice.
A bunch of plants.
And we was just out there, just talking,
Fireplace
eating.
over there too.
You know what I'm saying? It was just cool. It was just relaxed. You know what I'm saying? One example of something that we did that was a vibe that like we really loved is we went to this one event, and in the daytime it was about gardening and everything, but at nighttime they had a poetry session. And that, for someone that loves poetry, if you resonate with this, then you resonate with it.
And rap.
There's only a very select amount of events that are like amazing. Like, you remember that shit forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because the majority of poetry is like, either it's like, damn, this shit is horrible, we need to go.
Right.
Or it's just like, yeah, it was cool.
Right.
But this poetry night, there was so much creativity, so much talent, so much raw vulnerability. The poetry was top notch. I enjoyed it so much. And we were in a garden, there were lights set up, we was cuddled next to each other. they had delicious food. That was one of our favorite outings together.
Oh God, I would have paid $100 to go there. Like,
yes.
And it was just in the middle of Compton. You feel what I'm saying? Like just in the garden. It was just such a beautiful event.
It was so
bro.
special.
Like that was this.
That's something that we would pick any day over any type of club, any type of partying scene. Any day. Any day. And you know, this is also like, we don't want to repeat too many things, but if you saw our other video on how we like to spend time together, that's also like an extension of what a vibe means to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk about a lot of things, like, you know, painting together, or, you know, being in nature. That's obviously something that's important to us. But we just kind of wanted to give the contrast between what most people our age and just, you know, in society would say is a vibe, which is, like we said, usually like partying and drinking and that type of stuff, and how what we actually enjoy.
Right. So I mean, that pretty much concludes this video, and we hope y'all found this entertaining. We hope y'all found this stimulating, and you know what I'm saying, you got a little bit insight on, you know, how we like to spend our time and what we really genuinely care about when we going to hang out with different people. You feel what I'm saying? So we appreciate everyone that's watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe.
I think our next video might be on how to argue in a healthy way.
Right.
So if that's something that interests you, definitely let us know. Leave a comment. If you have any other recommendations or questions, let us know. You know, we want to cater to whatever you guys want to hear. So yeah, we appreciate the support a lot. Yeah. Our first video is almost at 1,000. Hey, that's we excited. We excited.
But we out of here. You feel what I'm saying? We see y'all in the next video. Peace.